Neelam. Today I will start class 7th computer lesson 1 computer programming. So we will start with language. What is language? Everyone needs a language to communicate with each other. Everyone needs a language. Similarly, computer also needs a language to communicate. So language, it is a way to communicate with the computer. A language that both the user and the computer understand. So whatever language we will use, but the language should be easy for the computer and the user also. So language is the way to communicate with the computer. Today we will study about the languages. Next is program. What is a program? Firstly, I will tell you whatever instructions I will give to the students, they will do that. They should follow that instruction, and whatever work I have given to the students, they should complete their work. Similarly, whatever instructions we will give to the computer will do that work. So program, what is a program? Program is a set of instructions given to the computer to perform any task. So whatever instructions we will give to the computer, it will complete that task according to that instructions. That is known as program. So programs, but we have to write those programs in some language. So the computer and the programmer is the other users. So we have to write the program in some languages so the computer can understand. So the instructions that are written in various languages are called programming languages. The programming languages are understood by the computer. So the various types of programming languages, again I will repeat, programming languages are the languages in which we have to write the instructions so that the computer can understand. Programming languages are of three types: low level language, high level language, and fourth generation language. Low level language are, next is programmer. Who is programmer? The person who writes the program. The person who writes the program in any of these languages is known as a programmer. Next, we have divided the programming language in three categories: low level, high level, and fourth generation. First, we will study about the low level language. Low level languages are machine oriented, means they are fully machine dependent language and they are directly understood by the computer. The low level languages are machine dependent, difficult to learn. These languages are difficult to learn. And so our first language is low level languages, machine language. Machine language is in the form of 0 and 1. It is very easy for the computer to understand the machine language. Machine language is in the form of 0, 1. 0, 1 are also called the binary digits. So machine can understand the machine language very easily. But the drawbacks of this language is the machine language is fully dependent on the machine. That means it cannot run on another computer. Every machine has its own hardware. Next, it is difficult to learn. The machine language is easy for the computer, but it is difficult for us. Our next low level language is assembly language. In assembly language, we will write the programs in assembly language also, but assembly language use symbols and mnemonics instead of 0 and 1 digits. So symbols and mnemonics are easier for the user, for the programmers to do programming, but the computer cannot understand the symbols and mnemonics. Mnemonics means again the symbols that we will use for doing our programs, but the symbols and mnemonics are not understood by the computer because computer understands only the machine language. So in assembly, if we will do programming in assembly language, in this case we will need a translator. So translator is required for assembly language to convert the assembly codes, to convert the assembly code to the machine code. So in this step we will require the assembler to convert assembly code to the machine codes. Assembly language, program written in assembly language are called assembly codes. So assembly language is the second generation language and this is the low level language. But it is far better than the machine language. It is easier for the user to understand. But the drawbacks of some drawbacks of the assembly languages are conversion is required. If we will write the program in assembly language, we will require some kind of translator to convert these assembly language into the machine language. So conversion is required. This is the drawback. Machine dependent. If we will write code on one computer, it cannot run on another computer. So it is fully machine dependent language. Programming in this is very time consuming and time tiresome. So these are the drawbacks of assembly language. Next topic is high level language. Next is high level language. Earlier we studied about low level language, now we will study about high level language. This is also the type of programming language in which the programmers do the programming. So high level language is what type of language it is? It is a language, it is easier for human to understand. This language is very easy for human to understand, for doing programs, for writing the program. Next, it uses English and mathematical symbols. The high level language uses English and mathematical symbols for writing the programs. Object oriented language. This language is object oriented because instructions are suitable for solving a particular problem. Because in this language, this is object oriented because if we write any instruction in this language, it is suitable for solving a particular problem. Next, what are the advantages of high level language? The example of high level languages are understandability. As I told you that this language is very easy to understand and easy to write, so it is very much understandability is the main advantage. Then debugging. Debugging means detecting the errors and removing the errors. If we write any program in high level language, then debugging is the main feature of high level language. Means we can detect the errors in the program and remove those errors in the program is known as debugging. So debugging is very much easy in high level language. So, and third one is portability. Portability means if we write a program for the one computer, then that program can run on another computer also. So portable means you can copy the program from one computer to the another computer. So high level languages, program written in high level languages are portable in nature, portability. So all the three topics are clear to you. Debugging means detecting the error from the program and removing the error. And portable means the program can move from one computer to the another. So portability features are not available in machine language and in the assembly language. They both are machine dependent. Means they can the programs written in machine and assembly languages are run only on the single computer, not on any other computer. Some examples of high level languages are the basic is beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. This language is the example of high level language. This is used in scientific purposes. This language is used in symbolic instructions in scientific purposes and all for training. Formula translation. This language is the full form of this is formula translation and it is used for computation and scientific purpose. COBOL is Common Object Business Oriented Language. This language is also the high level language and this is used for business purpose. Logo, language of graphic oriented. This language is again a high level language and it is used for drawing. It is used to draw graphics and all. C++ again a high level language. It is the enhancement of C language. This is also C++ is also a high level programming language in which we will do programs for the computer. Java is also a high level language which is developed by Sun Microsystem. This is also high level language. But all these high level languages in which we will do the programs, but it is easier for us, but it is not easier for the computer to understand. So all these high level languages are easier for the programmer to understand, but they are not understood by the computer. So we will require translators. What are translators? Translators are required for converting the high level language or machine assembly language to the machine language. Why we require the translator? Actually the computer do not understand our program written in high level language or in the assembly language. Computer understands only the machine level language, that is 0 and 1. Computer understands only the binary digits. So we require translator to convert our program into machine language. So if we will write our program in high level language, then compiler or interpreter are the translators which will convert the high level language into the machine code so that the computer can understand easily. So this process of conversion is called decoding. Next, types of translators. What are the types of translators that translate our language? These are assembler, compiler and interpreter. So first we will study about assembler. Assembler is the type of translator which will convert the assembly language into the machine language. I have already told you what is assembly language. Assembly language is the language that use symbols and mnemonics. So program written in assembly language are converted by the assembler into the machine language, so the computer will understand. Next is compiler. Compiler and interpreter are used with the high level language. These are the translators that convert high level language into machine language. How the compiler and interpreter work? Compiler converts when we will write the program in high level language, compiler convert the whole program at once. And in case of interpreter, it will not convert the whole program at once. It will convert line by line, and the compiler translate the whole program at once. So this is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter. Interpreter consumes very much more space from compared to compiler. So these are the three translators: assembler, compiler and interpreter. All these translators are required to convert our high level language into the machine language. Next we will study about the generations. What are the various generations and what are the difference between these generations according to their language. First generation, second generation, third generation and fourth generation. First generation is based on 0 and 1. 0 and 1 means binary number. First generation language is based on 0, 1, that means machine language based. Second generation is based on mnemonics, that means assembly language based. Second generation. Third generation based on English and alphabets. English and alphabets are used in programming. Fourth generation is based on English and alphabets. Next is speed. According to speed, the first generation language is very fast as there is no conversion is required because 0, 1 language, so no conversion is required, so it is very fast language. Next, second generation fast, third generation slow because conversion is required, and the fourth generation is fast. Next dependency. On dependency, first generation is fully dependent on machine. That means I told you the codes we will write in machine language is run on only one computer. We cannot run that same code on the another computer. So it is machine dependent, first generation. Second generation again machine dependent because in second generation the assembly language is there and it is the code again run on one computer. It cannot run on another computer. Next is third generation. It is machine independent because high level language are portable. We can use one code on any other computer also. So machine independent, and fourth generation is also machine independent. Need of translators. We require translator in first generation. It is in the form of 0 and 1 binary form. So there is no need of translator here. In second generation is the assembly language. We required assembler for translating our assembly language code into the machine code. Third generation is the example of third generation is high level language, and in this case we required compiler for translating our program into the machine code. Translators are required. Actually the computer do not understand these languages. So next fourth generation, again the compiler is required for translating the high level language, for converting that any language into the machine language. Examples of these generations are machine language in first generation, assembly language in second, high level language in third, and advanced based languages in fourth generation language. So this is our chapter, and for the question answer we will do in the next class.